Your Honor, if I may please the court.
Yeah,
Mr. Gerard Williams is before you.
okay. Mr. Williams, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
We're only stipulating to the failure to pay violation and the failure to avoid injurious and vicious habits. And we would like to go before you non-negotiated and discuss the other violations.
Mr. Williams, you were before this court for DUI, alcohol less safe, simple battery, family violence, simple battery, family violence. Sir, you were before this court and you failed to report probation as on March 20, April 24th, April 28th, and May 14th of 2025. You last reported on March 27th of 2025. You failed to provide proof of completing a clinical evaluation. You failed to provide proof of completing an anger management program. You failed to comply with counseling. You were supposed to do a certified family violence intervention program course. You failed to avoid injurious and vicious habits. That you tested positive for alcohol on April 10th, 2025, and it was confirmed on April 14th. You failed to attend community support meetings, particularly for the cessation of alcohol abuse, and you were ordered to do one meeting per week. You failed to pay as instructed in your $2,860 in arrears. So, Ms. Tortorello, you said what aren't you stipulating to? Let's talk about that.
Well, I could go over that with you, Your Honor. So for failure to report, my client is adamant that he did not miss reporting. In fact, Your Honor, he not only did not miss his reporting to his probation officer, but he never failed to appear for his random screens, Your Honor. Clinical evaluation, failure to complete clinical evaluation. P.O. Carmichael was aware that Mr. Williams was going to do it through Fulton County. And it's my understanding that P.O. Carmichael was also in communications with his probation and Fulton County requirement of his probation that he was on his way to do that in Fulton County.
When we say on his way, so he's been on probation since the 15th day of April 2024. How far was he going? What was he taking? He was walking? Why was it taking so long to get this done?
I'm not aware of why my client can probably go through that with you, Your Honor, but what I am aware is that he was taking steps to get that done, and he was already in conversation with Fulton County to get that done.
Yeah, I'd be in conversation about winning the lottery. I am often in conversation about winning the lottery. But is that going to happen? Probably not. So he had a whole year to converse about getting this stuff done, but it hasn't been done.
And Your Honor, he just advised me that he did do that evaluation earlier this year through Fulton County.
Did he provide proof to Clayton County?
Mr. Officer Carmichael spoke personally with my probation officer that I have in Fulton County for my family insurance. They both was in communication the whole time.
Okay, that's not what I asked you. Did you provide proof to Mr. Carmichael that you did the clinical evaluation? Like, did you bring him a piece of paper or a certificate or something?
I had, when I explained that I took the clinical evaluation, she told me to have her call him and just tell him that it was verified that I did it. So they spoke on the phone personally, and she gave him verification on the phone.
Mr. Carmichael?
Yes, Your Honor. While I did speak with his probation officer in Fulton County, I did specifically ask him to bring me proof, a physical copy, so I can have that for my documentation. However, he never sent me anything or provided proof.
Yeah, because it's not Mr. Carmichael's responsibility, even if he says, well, I'm going to call and talk to them, but it's not his responsibility to document your file. That's your responsibility. That's why I ask you to bring proof of having attended.
I understand. And when she explained to him on the phone that day that it wasn't a physical paper, and so that's why she told him, like she said,
nobody wrote down anything.
She told him if she needed to write something to send something over, she would do it, but it wasn't no physical paper to send him over. That's why they spoke in person. And I told him that. That's why I had him talk to her.
All right, what's the next thing, Mr. Torello?
Yes, failure to comply with counseling as far as his family violence intervention program requirement, Your Honor. Since it takes longer to complete, my understanding is that probation, Clayton County Probation did advise my client to do that family violence intervention program first, and then focus on the anger management. My client did take substantial steps, as he did sign up and provide down payment for classes, and probation is also aware of this.
I'm doing the math. So he's got 22 months and 15 days remaining. 36 months minus 22 months leaves me with like 14 and a half months that he didn't do what I asked him to do. Everybody can take substantial steps, but he's wasting my time. He's wasting his time.
And
Has he completed? Let's ask this question: has he completed anything? Anything to completion? Or even when you say substantial steps, you're talking about getting signed up. I'm talking about how many classes has he taken of any kind?
Every time, I gotta keep starting over. Just right now, I gotta keep starting over.
My client has advised that he was about to take the classes, but he got locked up for this. He was incarcerated for.
He hasn't been in jail 14 months. Mr. Williams, you have great counsel, and she's very compassionate and really wants to advocate on your behalf. But I'm done. Sir.
I just want to
No. You're one of the you have 36 months before me. There is nobody else on my calendar who has 36 months. I can pretty much tell you, any of the probation officers can tell you. Mr. Carmichael, do you know of anybody else I have who I'm spending 3 years in a relationship with?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So it's you. So sir, if you're not going to do what I need you to do, then I don't need to waste my time. I'm sure the sheriff will make room for you. You already juggling probations in Fulton and Clayton. I'm trying to accommodate you, but everything is on somebody else. I'm making substantial steps. I'm trying to get there. I did it, but Mr. Carmichael needs to call. It's not his responsibility. How old are you, sir?
I'm 37 years old. Y'all.
Man up. Man up.
I never honestly said that he's supposed to call anyone. I'm
Sir, forget that. You haven't done anything. You haven't done anything but test positive for alcohol. That's the only positive thing you've done. You tested positive for alcohol. You haven't contributed in any way to the arrears you owe. You haven't done any classes. You can't show me not one class you've completed. You just taken substantial steps. You can take all the steps you want to, but you don't have anything to show me that you have completed anything. You failed to report. Oh, I never failed to report. I've been going. Okay, well, if you don't report on the days when they tell you to report, it is a failure to report because they set times for you to report. You don't report as you want to report. You report as they tell you to. Number one. Number two, clinical evaluation. They got to call and figure out if you did the clinical evaluation. Number three, anger management. Anger management's a short course. You didn't do that. Number four, certified family violence intervention program. We're talking 14 months now that you've wasted. You didn't do that. The attending of AA meetings per week. You haven't shown proof of having done that.
Your Honor, if I may, he does not deserve to be in jail for 12 months. And he is an addict, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may.
He's an addict, but Miss Tortorello, it is not even about the testing positive for alcohol. What I'm asking is, he hasn't done anything else. He has done nothing.
I understand, Your Honor. I'm not
one thing.
I understand, Your Honor, but because of his addiction, he's been going through community support groups, and he
show
is
me where
trying,
he's
Your
going.
Honor.
Where's his proof, Ms. Tortorella? Do you have a paper from him or from anybody that shows he's been going?
I believe Officer Carmichael does have paperwork that he has been going.
Mr. Carmichael, how many AA meetings has he done in the 22, in the however many months, 12 months, 14 months, whatever?
I only have a total of all the reports. I have only 4 proofs that he's been attending AA meetings, but ever since he's not reported, I've not received any proof.
What's the recommendation, Mr. Carmichael?
So, Your Honor, in regards to that, the last time he he went to his revocation for the second one, you stated that if he were to come before you again, he would have to serve the remaining balance. But I wanted to do 12 months.
All right, that works. Okay. So we'll do 12 months and then see if you're ready for probation when you come back out.
Your Honor, if the state may be heard.
You may.
Your Honor, I know that there are special provisions in the statute for folks with substance use disorder. The state would be amenable to releasing him to an inpatient facility for whatever the balance of that 12 months is once he gets accepted to an inpatient facility. but the state would not be amenable to him being released any earlier in the 12 months for any other reason.
I got it. I'm fine with that.
I guess, Your Honor, so you're saying 12 months of jail time for his 2 cases?
Mm-hmm. And he's going to return to probation after that.
Your Honor, I just want to say that I understand you made your ruling, Your Honor. But how is jail going to help my client? How is 12?
Him being on the street ain't helping, Ms. Tortorella. He hasn't done anything. I've given him the opportunity to be out here on the street. This is his 3rd probation revocation hearing. In the previous 2, he didn't even say, well, this judge is kind of crazy. Let me go get in some more AA meetings, or let me go at least get my anger management done because that's quick. Let me go bring paperwork for this thing, or not one thing. All he's managed to do is drink again. And so, Mr. Tortorella, I just really don't, I don't know that I'm supposed to be helping him. The sentence is supposed to be punishing him for what he did. I gave him the opportunity to be out on the street and not in the jail. And I said, look, we're going to work with you. We're going to give you the opportunity to do counseling. We're going to give you the opportunity to go to a community support program for the cessation of your addiction. We're going to do all those things. And this is the 3rd time he's been before me and hasn't done as my grandparents would say, a blessed thing. And so because of that, you can beg all you want, but I have decided, case closed. No more talking. Let me just type this up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.